Attention, please. The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Medication time.
Hey, it's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike, welcoming you to this edition of my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem right here. And you never know what you're going to find here when I'm on the air. So on that note, I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's twisted world of Masters of Mayhem.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Russell from war! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass!
Big Gang the Mighty from war, and you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on
When I'm sitting here jamming with the Kiss from your bandits! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on Masters of Mayhem! Masters of Mayhem are in the house! The Masters of Mayhem! That's right! Any way you look at it, we're down with you, because you're down with the clowns!
For now and forever!
This is Violent J, the Insane Clown Boss!
That's too dope, and when we're in Cleveland, that's all we watch, brother. We check out the Masters of Mayhem.
That's right! Professional wrestling at its best! Masters of Mayhem, brother! You better recognize Masters of Mayhem and Violent J! Stranglemania style, brother!
Oh, yeah.
Telling you, it is your main maniac, the Ghoul, and we're all gonna watch Psycho Mike beat the cheese whiz out of each and every opponent on the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Hey!
How you doing?
Sherry, the one and only Sister Sherry Martel. Cleveland, Ohio, the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, the only professional wrestling that has been here in the last 5 years, where you ought to go now. Bye!
Hey, we're going to go watch Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Masters of Mayhem
Where
Wrestling.
you ought to be.
Where you ought to be. When you don't take a break, you're watching Masters of Mayhem.
Everybody stay tuned. You never know who you're going to see on Masters of Mayhem or what you're going to hear on MMS.
Then alongside Sensational Summer.
Cleveland, what's happening? It's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike along with Team Law's Cat. Stay tuned, Cleveland. Thank you.
This thing's...
What's happening, Cleveland? It's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. Here along with Team Law's Bobcat.
We'll see that fight. And don't forget you'll be seeing me down here in Cleveland in Madness Mayhem.
Cleveland! It's Tater. I'm
big hair wrestling. You can't beat it with a stick. You can't whip it with a switch. Don't even try. You know what, Frankie? Yeah!
Macho Man Randy Savage, and you are watching the Masters of Mayhem in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, yeah, dig it.
hearing all the time. What? Hallelujah! We got a brand new dance. It's called a bird. Woo! The master. What's right?
This is Orange Sheik. You are watching Master Maho Wrestling. Don't talk.
This is the Orange Sheik, Olympic champion, WWF champion, world champion, and you are watching Master of the Wrestling Maha. No, especially in the Cleveland, Ohio, people know Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm a champion, Olympic. My pleasure to come to the Cleveland, Ohio, to show all my wrestling fans. Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm champion. Look at me, Ya Allah. Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm the real champion. Cleveland, Ohio. My intelligent wrestling fans know about the Iron Sheik.
This is Axe Demolition, and you're watching the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Go Mike, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
This is Typhoon and Natural Disaster, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike with some wrestling fans.
Hi, my name's Branya. We find girls like us watching
Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Whoa! G'day, mate! I'm Butch that Cavalier. We're the Bushwhackers! And when we're in Cleveland, we watch Masters of Mayhem. We never, ever take our eyes off the Masters of Mayhem. Love you, baby! Yay!
Just what do people think of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling after just one viewing?
I like it.
And so will you. Check out Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, Music, and Chaos.
Stinky fucker. Check out Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem Underground TV.
Oh!
Son of a bitch. Are we on?
Of course we are.
It's time!
I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem
Underground TV.
Whee!
All highlights. So, sit back, rip the top off the cold one, and enjoy this week's edition of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year!
Up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
And ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the belt has been held up by the commission. At this time, there is no United States heavyweight champion. There is no champion. This bout will be for the United States heavyweight championship with no disqualifications. No disqualifications, 2 referees. Introducing from Oklahoma, weighing 245 pounds, Chief J. Strongbow. His opponent from Syria, weighing 240 pounds, the former United States champion, the Sheik. He is accompanied by his manager, the Palestinian brain, Eddie Creechman.
Well, there you see the Sheik and Chief Jay Strongbow, and we've been waiting for the action to start here in this bout that incidentally took place in Detroit, I believe, Luigi.
Right, Jack. Big Jay Strongbow, Oklahoma Indian, very, very well known in the States, has yet to make an appearance with Montreal, but we expect him pretty soon. And I guess everybody knows about Noble Sheik and his manager, Eddie Creechman. Like you say right now, the action's about to start, and I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen, Jack, because I haven't seen this film before.
Well, the Sheik is definitely going to be here on June 11th to wrestle Big Don Leo Jonathan in the Montreal Forum at that Tokyo Joe benefit night.
Right, Jack. And
boy, Strongbow does a lot of dancing, doesn't he?
Here goes the Roadrunner, Creechman. And here comes Jay with against the Oklahoma War Dance. He's taking on real fast. 4 or 5 right to the head of the Sheik. Creechman getting kind of excited in the corner. There they go.
I understand that this Sheik is probably one of the wealthiest athletes in the world.
He might get kind of mad at us, Jack. The Internal Revenue Service might go after him. But from what I hear, he's real rich. But
top draw everywhere, isn't he?
Right, Jack. He's made nothing but big money all over, and he's very powerful.
What's he got in his hand?
It looks like a
pen or something. I don't know where he got it. I didn't see him take it out of anywhere.
But Jack, I've seen the man wrestle maybe 10, 15 times, and he's very, very vicious, very mean. And usually his matches end up in bloodbaths, he's rough, he's rugged, he's colorful, and he's a big crowd, a big attraction.
Not a crowd pleaser, exactly, would you call it. He uses fire as well.
Right now he's got the big Indian in trouble, Jack. He's gouging him or hitting him with something he has in his hand. I can't tell what it is. I don't know if it's a fountain pen or something, but he's stabbing Jay Strongbow in the throat.
He seemed to grab it somewhere outside the ring off a table or something when he came over there. I'm not exactly sure how.
I think he had his tights, Jack. There goes back and tights again. Here's Strongbow working on it. He's dirty this now. What is it?
I don't know.
Strongbow got it now.
Got it now. I don't know where the referee is. There's one outside the ring and one inside the ring. One outside the ring is mostly to take care of Eddie Creechman. Well, this one's backfired on the Noble Sheik. Creechman almost got a taste of the medicine there. This Strongbow is listed at 225, but I think he goes a lot heavier than
he's
that.
He's got 260, Jackie. At least that much.
Big, tall, rangy guy. Well, the Sheik, he's drawn blood now with whatever it was, and he still hasn't stopped dancing. Knee drop. Out of the ring goes the Sheik. And Strongbow seems to have taken over command here, right into the metal turnbuckle.
That's good for headache, Jack.
Yeah, there's got to be a morning after that one.
Again into that turnbuckle.
That's metal. There's no way you can avoid that fact.
Now here goes the bell, Jack. Here comes Jay Strongbow with the bell. If he hits him with this thing, he'll kill him. There he goes.
Well, he got his hands up to break that one.
Thank God for that, Jay. He would have killed him with that too.
That's a big brass bell.
You notice Creechman won't go too close to the Sheik. Too close to Jay Strongbow.
Now he seems to have the rope and the hook. Well, they finally got it away from him. That's dangerous. There's no... Oh, a chop right to the top of the head. I don't know. I thought I heard the ring announcer mention that this was for the United States Championship and there would be no disqualification in this bout. Well, the Sheik, of course...
I guess that's why, Jack, they let go all the rules. They're doing everything here now. They should have been both disqualified a long time ago. But like the guy said, this is no disqualification match, so I guess they're allowing everything here.
I know that the Sheik did have the title, but I think he announced something at the beginning of the match to the effect that it had been suspended. He had taken the belt away from him.
Certainly, it was held up, Jack, and this match is to determine who will be the U.S. champion. Right now, it looks like Jay Strongbow, the Indian, will be the new U.S. champion.
Well, just the way the match stands at this moment, there's no question about who is in command because he's turned everything around on the Sheik. Every ploy that the Sheik has tried to use, he's ended up using it himself and going him one better. He's got him cut badly, bleeding, and he's throwing him into that corner with great abandon. And at the moment, the Sheik is kind of discombobulated, I'd have to say. He doesn't seem to know where he is, but he's stalling for time. He's cagey, ring veteran. There he goes.
Nice little leg takedown. Beautiful move by the Sheik. Now he has some kind of a claw on him. Jay hits him again right in the head. Forces the Sheik to break the hold. Another chop to the Sheik's head. That was a straight right hand. Turnbuckle into the corner. And a nice kick right to the guts. Roadrunner Klitschman getting a little worried there, a little nervous.
Well, he likes to handle champions, there's no question about it, and he doesn't want to see his boy lose that belt. He wants him to come on and take it. But Strongbow seems to be in command, using a lot of judo moves and chops and things to the top of the head. And very effective.
Klitschman in the ring now. I know he's got...
Whoop. Well, the cigar finally came out of his mouth.
That's a big dollar Havana too, Jack.
Smokes nothing but the best.
Now Jay Strongbow choking the heck out of Klitschman.
Strongbow
watch that Sheik. Watch that Sheik
here. He's taking his attention away from the Sheik, and that's dangerous. I don't know what the Sheik's got in his hand now, but it looks like something as large as a microphone.
I think
he's got him.
That's it, Jack.
Well, there were no disqualifications. Eddie Preachman is laid out cold, and Strongbow is out cold. The belt, they threw away all the rules for this one, and the Sheik retains the belt, but he doesn't look like much of a champion right now.
Three guys on their back there, Jack. Klitschman, the Indian, and what's the Sheik doing now?
He's putting something away or bringing something out. I don't know which.
Here goes Strongbow back on the Sheik, choking him.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes, 45 seconds. The winner, and again, the United States Heavyweight Champion, the Sheik.
Champion fighting his back, Jack.
Preachman wishing he'd stayed elsewhere tonight. Strongbow really.
Oh, no. He hit him with the belt on the head.
That's a heavy belt. But they're all stunned in there a little bit. They don't seem to know what they're doing. But it all comes out that Preachman retains his United States Championship.
No, Preachman, Jack.
I'm not Preachman, no. I'm sorry. The Sheik.
Preachman would love to be United States Champion. Would you believe that Preachman actually was a wrestler one time?
Well, he must have been a lightweight.
Right, from wrestler to referee to manager. And you have to admit, though, that he is a good manager because he makes his boys money. I don't like his tactics whatsoever, but he does make his boys money. I guess that's what this business is all about, making money.
Strongbow isn't finished yet. Look at that. He's mad.
Here goes Preachman out of the ring again. Strongbow after the Sheik, not letting up one bit.
It sure doesn't look like he's been defeated. The Sheik looks like he's been through the ringer.
Once again, ladies and
Strongbow.
gentlemen, 6 minutes, 45
There's the
seconds. The winner, and once again, the United States Heavyweight Champion, the Sheik.
Crowd doesn't like that one bit, Jack. They're hot and mad. Like know where Klitschman is right now.
He's long gone. Sheik's looking for some protection to get out of there.
There goes Jay Strongbow again. One thing about the Sheik, Jack, you have to give him credit. He supplies the fans with a lot of action. There's never one dull moment.
Well, the same kind of action you'll see at the Forum on June 11th when he comes in to wrestle Big Don Leo Jonathan. And I think that that belt will be up for grabs at that time.
Right, it should be, Jack. And I think that Don Leo Jonathan will become the new champion again. To me, he's one of the greatest wrestlers the world has ever known.
Well, that's it then. The United States champion still, the Noble Sheik, over Chief Jay Strongbow. That bout taking place in Detroit. Still taking place, for all I know, in Detroit. Talking with Billy Two Rivers, and the last time I talked...
Former professional wrestler Psycho Mike, now the author of 9 books. 2 no-holds-barred books about his wrestling career, 1 cookbook. 2 books of Psycho Mike muses. 2 coloring books. An autobiography, and 1 book about the wrestling he grew up watching as a kid, the NWF. All these titles are available on the website listed or at Amazon.com. The Twisted World of Psycho Mike is now in books. Check it out.
If you ever wanted to sell wrestling meat by the pound, it's here right now. Abdullah the Butcher, 440 pounds. Isn't he an incredibly huge man?
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, Joe Leduc usually dwarfs everybody at 300 some odd pounds, but next to Abdullah, he doesn't look too big. He's giving away close to 140 pounds to him.
Can you imagine that? 140 pounds giving away.
Nailed him good there. You could see that Abdullah took that punch and he rolls out of the ring. He knows he shouldn't stay in there and take another one.
Joe Leduc, if I told you, was one of my favorites and has been for a long time. Back to the days of the Leduc brothers.
Right, of the Leduc brothers. As you know, his brothers retired from wrestling, and Joe keeps the family name going by wrestling anybody and anytime. He's wrestled some of the biggest names in the wrestling game, and he always came out on top. He's one of the top men going around in the country.
He's tough, and he's rough, and he can wrestle. He knows an awful lot about the game. And he'll fight anybody, as you've mentioned.
He would. Well, he's fighting Abdullah right now, and I can tell you for a fact, I mean, I've turned down matches against Abdullah because, I mean, I can't see myself getting crippled because, you know, Abdullah will do anything in a wrestling ring. To him, it's not a wrestling match, it's a war.
Look at
now. He's got
Abdullah's got something in his hand.
It looks like a bottle opener, and he hits Leduc with it. Now, what if he gets him in the eye with that? I mean, it's all over.
I can't see what he's got from here, Gino. It's something.
It looks like one of them can openers or something, or bottle openers.
He has hit Joe Leduc right in the head with it. He still has it. The referee doesn't see it, obviously. He's hit him again with it. I can't believe. I don't think I've ever seen this from ringside. He's got this thing hanging out of his belt.
I'm not kidding. I mean,
Joe Leduc is cut.
Can a guy like that be searched or what? Now he throws him out of the ring.
This is amazing. I almost...
And that's right. Abdullah will follow because that's his strategy. He'll go out after Leduc and really punish him. Now, you can't call that wrestling, Bob.
No, there's no way he's going to win anything out there, that's for sure.
What's he doing now? Using a chair on Leduc.
Abdullah,
now, you really have to be lenient if you're the referee of that match to let things like that go by.
He's not finished yet.
And he's not finished yet. And he comes back and...
Look out.
Bangs him on the table.
Moves the timekeeper. He's going to hit him with a microphone.
What's he going to hit him now with the microphone? I can see some blood on Joe Leduc.
Leduc is cut. There's no doubt about that. He's been hit with a chair, a microphone, and God knows what. I don't know what Abdullah the Butcher has in his belt, but he's got something that has cut Leduc's head.
Now, there's one guy, even Adrian Desbois is intimidated. I can see by Abdullah. He's not even talking to him. He just stands there and...
It is a bottle opener. That, Abdullah the Butcher has a bottle opener. Can you believe that? Joe Leduc is dazed. He is bleeding profusely.
We'd be better off without a referee in that match and just let him go at it. Now, don't count Joe Leduc out. He might be bleeding and he's down. He's one of the tough ones. He'll come back. I know he'll come back.
Spent a good part of his youth as a lumberjack.
Right.
Until he found out that he could...
He's a big man, and I know he'll come back. And that's the mistake right there of Abdullah, to let Joe Leduc recuperate.
Well, you can see the officials at ringside are just don't know what to do. You have a timekeeper over there.
Now, that match could be stopped because of too much blood. If the referee...
Joe Leduc is dazed. He was cut. And now the Butcher trying to slam him down still. I'd be intimidated, too, if I was that referee, Gino.
I would be by Abdullah, yes, especially the size. But still, I mean, he's the law. He just has to ring the bell, and that's it.
Joe Leduc is bleeding quite a bit
profusely right now. Oh, look at the blood.
Peter here. Check it out. You're listening to Psycho Mike's Masters of Mayhem Underground Radio. Broadcasting live, online, and worldwide from Cleveland, Ohio. That guy plays anything and everything. And he likes the rest of my family. Even Meg. So we can't be all bad. I bring to you the man with the perfect face for radio. The part-time crazy, 100% psycho, the tattooed madman, Psycho Mike!
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Hailing from Benton Harbor, Michigan, at 306 pounds, Bobo, Brazil. Ben Patrick.
Well, wrestling fans, the great Bobo Brazil here on Superstars of Wrestling. Today, the United States heavyweight champion, tangling with a young fellow. First appearance here on Superstars of Wrestling, Ben Patrick. And we've said all along that this is the best kind of a test for a young wrestler. Get in there against a man with the experience. And there aren't too many wrestlers, George, that have more experience than the great Bobo Brazil. One of the great veterans of the ring wars, this man. George is a great wrestler over the last 20 years that Bobo has not wrestled.
Now, Bobo has met not only the best in our business, he's also traveled all over the world and met the best every place. Not only, I should have said down in North America, all over.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All around the world. This man is known and highly revered, really, everywhere in the world. And he is the United States heavyweight champion. Certainly there are pretenders to the throne, and there are challengers, George. And King Moondog certainly would have to be at the forefront of that list of challengers, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
One tough man, that King Moondog. A minute gone in this match. George, he's got it's almost a front face lock that Bobo has applied.
It is. It's not a choke. It's across the face.
Yeah, I was going to say that he had his hands wrapped around really the jaw of his opponent. Bobo whipped him into the corner, now follows in. There's the Coco Bonk. That's the hold, George, invented by Bobo Brazil and made famous. Very quickly, the count of three after the Coco Bonk and Tom Strick. Here's Dave Mariani to report it to us officially.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the fall in the match, Bobo Brazil.
Last time we wrestled at the Cobo Arena, after Bobo Brazil's match, he asked for me to come out to the ring and, let's give this to Bobo. And when I went out to the ring, Bobo Brazil said something to me that I was not very happy to hear, and that was that if you did not get an impartial referee who had wrestling experience, you would never come back and wrestle in the Cobo Arena again. And then you asked me to be the referee in the next match that you have with Moondog White. And I was so touched by that, Bobo, that you would feel that strongly that you would not come back to Detroit, that I had to agree. And I don't want to get into the ring anymore. I have a lot of problems with knees and everything else, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a special referee.
At the time, I said I'd never come back to Detroit anymore if I didn't get a rematch with White. At that time, I was pretty angry.
Yes, I knew that, yes.
But now I'm all over that, so I want to say I'm sorry to the fans in Detroit and around the circuit. I'm sorry about that because the Motor City is my hometown. And I love wrestling in Detroit. I have many, many fans there. And I know they come and back me 100%. I don't care who I'm wrestling. But the way I felt at the time, George, that's the way I felt. I was pretty warm. I know I don't have nothing against the referees because I know they are doing their best in the ring. But when you're wrestling a guy like Phil White, you got to have a wrestler as a referee. And I've been knowing you for quite some time. We've been all over the world together. And I think you are one of the greatest wrestlers, and that's why I asked you to be my referee.
Thank you very much. We'll be back with more about this.
Who are you?
See more smoke. Smoke detector. And I see more smoke coming from that toaster.
Thanks for warning us, Seymour.
I hate smoke. So whenever I see it, I make this noise to warn you. Because where there's smoke, there may be fire.
Be cool about fire safety.
Be cool.
Oh yeah, it's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And this has been my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem. Part-time crazy, 100% psycho. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on the next episode of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem. So, stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. Huh? This is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
Oh yeah, I want you to stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do what you can, don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. No. Son of a bitch.